So here we are in the shack, and we've all seen the this type of radio before, so we're just going to have a quick listen round. I'm just going to go down to 40 meters. Just going to have a quick listen round and see if there's anything on the air this evening. And to find some CW. It's gone very narrow, too narrow. We've got attenuation we don't need. French station coming in. Let's just move the camera around a bit closer, I think. Let's see if I can manage to hold this and have a look. So you can see by the waterfall, this is actually on the 40 meter vertical antenna, and because it does get quite noisy at times, I have a 40 meter receive antenna, which is nothing special. It's just a 40 meter dipole at a couple of meters above the ground. I'll just switch it in now. No, I won't. Let's wait till we get the French station on. That's a New Zealand station, actually. So that's on the 40 meter vertical, and switching over this time hopefully to the receive antenna. You can see the noise just drops away completely. I'll just switch back again. So that's the 40 meter vertical. I haven't got any filters in or anything like that. I can still quite easily hear the French station. But with the dipole, as I say, it's only a couple of meters above the ground, just on the top of a fence. It makes a good receive antenna on 40. I'll just switch it back in now. Let's just turn that down a wee bit. Put it back onto the vertical, and we'll just have a if I can remember how to work the machine, we'll just have a quick run through, see what we can hear on the bands. Just move that along a bit quicker. I think that is that will be the FT8. Let's go over to sideband, and again that's on the vertical. It doesn't focus very well, so you can see the amount of noise level, and just to get away from that, as I say, the simple receive antenna, just a 40 meter dipole. It's just on the top of a fence, running along in a garden. Firing a long path, short path over to the dipole, and noise has gone down quite a lot. Let's see if we can find we were a bit early actually. It's nowhere near the grey line yet. See if we can find a station on here on sideband. See if we can turn this down a bit and see if I can actually find a station on here. There's some, I don't know what these are up here. Spain on 40 metres. We'll just see if he comes back, and I'll just switch over to the dipole again, see if it makes any difference. It's as I say, it is quite early. We're about an hour, 2 hours before the grey line, so there's not many stations actually on as yet. There's another one a bit further up. Switch over to the antenna. Noise on the vertical. Let's have a wee wander up the band just quickly. Not many stations on tonight at all. On the vertical, switch to the dipole. So the actual audio on the off the station on the dipole is a little bit reduced. Back to the vertical. Go back up to this station. Switch to the receive antenna.
That's what I'm using at the moment. I do have a 2-element sidebander on site which I can push, but it only goes down to 20 metres. But you're certainly doing this, you're making the trip down to rather humid Auckland.
Back to the vertical. The noise increased by a wee bit. And down to the dipole again. I just jumped over to 20 metres. As I say, it's still very, very early, so not many stations on, but 20 metres don't need a receive antenna because the noise level is quite low with the 2-element parasitic elevated vertical firing long path. I think there's various things I can do with it to alter it. Just for a quick look, I'm not going to bother too much. Digital noise reduction. That's what that was. Narrow filter. I'm not sure what these are set on actually yet. Let's have a look. 1800 hertz. Narrow filter. Swing round, have a look at the screen. Let me see. Yeah, the logbook still G stations, GW, M0, Scandinavian stations, and a couple on sideband, I think. Oh, the Golf Whiskey was on sideband. So just with so there we go. A little bit of a look on at the new radio, and the difference between the vertical on 40 and the simple dipole. The dipole is actually it's running through the top of a fence and half through some hedges. It's well disguised. It's a couple of meters high or something like that, but it definitely makes a really good receive antenna. You don't need any other gadgets or machinery or anything else, you just got to put a simple antenna up. It can act as a dipole receive antenna on 40, and I've used it for many years. It works very well indeed. So that's basically the shack. I think somewhere behind me, it's been quite warm today, about 25 degrees. Just trying to pan round because I think the wee pooch is fast asleep behind me. Yep, there he is. Snuck into the shack, got onto the corner of the bed, and yeah. Hey, I don't know, fun and games there. Anyway, there we go. It's just a wee video and a wee chat about different things that sort of came up this week. I feel it's sometimes it's good if you get these things out in the air and see if anybody else wants to make comments about them or against them or whatever. Just don't worry, you won't ever offend me no matter what you say. But yeah, it's been a good week in the sense that quite a few G stations I've spoken to are starting to learn a bit of CW and getting them in the log. Yeah, as I say, just with very, very simple antennas. You've seen what I'm using here. There's nothing expensive and there's nothing flash about it. They're just simple wire antennas fixed to a tree. And the main thing, as I keep saying, if you can do a bit of CW, it does get you a lot further than sideband, unless you've got a huge big tower and a big amplifier, and then you don't worry about things like that. But they're not the kind of things I want to be spending money on to enjoy. And of course, the main thing I'll just turn on and show you. The main thing right here is the grey line. And you can see where it is. I'm just waiting when that grey line gets about halfway down New Zealand. Propagation will start to lift here in my location, and across the other side of the world, as you can see, it's just coming out of France, going towards the UK. So it's going to be right in line, and at that point, the propagation lifts. And sometimes, as been mentioned in the past, from New Zealand, long path obviously goes this way, and coming, my signal comes back out over here. Quite often you get caudal propagation, so the signal goes round long path and doesn't really get any losses all the way around, and vice versa. So I quite often work stations in the UK who are working QRP, and they're really good signals. Just a matter of getting that grey line where you need it for your location. There we go. Well, been a bit different, but I hope you found it a little bit interesting and you got something from it. Anybody that's got any questions, of course, just put them down below. If you don't want to do that, my QRZ page has got my email address on. If you want to send something more privately, I will answer you. And hope you enjoy the radio as much as I'm doing at the moment. It's having the new radio sort of is it brings a new dimension, a new excitement into it, but also this time of year, band propagation is changing, it's starting to pick up at this end of the world, and as as people say, I'm about as far south as you can get, on the other side of the world. So it's not the easiest place to get to, but plenty of people are managing to get through on CW to me lately, which is really pleasing. I'm really glad that I can help more people get ZL in the Logbook without building a big tower and getting a big amplifier, etc. Okay, thanks very much for your time. You all go well. Have good health and enjoy the day. When you get up and what you can do, and look forward to hearing you call me on the radio in the future. ZL3XDJ, Brian, as happy as Larry. 7 3s. Catch you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.